Hey everybody, this is Larry. This is me going over Q1 of the weekly contest 463. Best time to buy and sell stock using strategy. Hit the like button and subscribe button, join me in Discord. Let me know what you think about this one. This one honestly I thought was kind of tricky for a Q1. But and also if you watch the video, I complain a lot about this problem. Mostly for its use of the word profit. Anyone that does any stock or anything, you don't just make money by selling. You have to have it to sell. And I know that there's no constraint on budget. You could just say like they could have just changed this to you start with X money, how much money can you end with, right? And not counting stocks or something. But calling it profit is kind of silly, and I'm ranting now, but it's still true. Is that what is going on? You can't just sell stuff like. I cannot sell your car and then claim that I made the money. I guess if I could if I sold your car, stole your car and then sold your car or something. I guess, but like that is just like a really weird thing. Like, does no one proofread this? Does no one know anything? I don't know. In any case, okay. I mean, I'm going. Right, I was going to say I'm going to. I already did. Start on a rant, but this one, yeah. I'm bringing up the drawing board. I think the key part about this is just going to be this idea of prefix sum, right? And prefix sum, I'm not going to go over it in this video. The reason being that I stayed up very late to do this contest. Probably silly on my end to try to get this out a little bit earlier, but that Q4. In any case, it's 6 a.m. and it's because I haven't slept yet. So yeah, I am not a smart guy. But yeah, the key thing about prefix sum is just, in any general prefix sum, you get a prefix sum from the serial index, or, you have sum that basically measures, some length, right? The sum that corresponds to the sum of these arrays. And the idea is that you can get, if you want to get a sub-array sum, you get it from prefix sum by taking subtraction of two different arrays, right? Let's say you want to get this one. Well, that is just you go to this prefix sum minus this prefix sum, right? So you can kind of just do the geometry that way. And that's basically it for this one, because once you realize how to do prefix sum, I think it's pretty, I don't know, right? You just gotta do the math, right? Because, okay, the way that I did it is first no modification, right? And that is just straight up, do the strategy without any complication. You don't have to worry about it, and you just kind of do the math, right? And then the second part is just, brute force from every index for every I. If we start this modification, what will we get at the end? And it's a little bit confusing that they do it, but basically you're zeroing out. Well, one is that you take the next k elements, you get the original sum of it, which is whatever strategy you have. So you have to, just keep track of it. You take whatever you get from that chunk, either buy, sell, negative, whatever, positive. You remove it, and then you replace it with this 0 and 1, right? The zeros, easy to do the math on. The sum of is 0, and then the 1 is just, taking track of the prices and then doing another prefix sum that way. Hopefully that makes sense. If not, hopefully the code makes it a little bit more makes sense. But yeah, we have the prefix sum. This is the prefix sum using the original strategy, right? And what that means is that prefix j minus prefix sub I, say, is equal to let's say I minus 1 for a little bit easier, is equal to using the original strategy, there's the sum between I and j inclusive, right? Okay, and then prefix w, I forget what I meant w meant, but I think it's just with, I don't know. But this is the prefix sum, only selling, right? So prefix w of j minus prefix w of I minus 1 is sell the sum between or sell the sum, I don't know. Sell the prices between I and J inclusive, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's it. And you do the math this way. It turns out that you could do prices times strategy to get the direction. So this is the prefix sum, and this is the prefix W sum. I don't know. And then now the loop is just okay. For the total, we start at I, and for I, we have to replace this. So we replace from I to I plus k minus 1 inclusive. So this is the amount, this is the previous amount, right? And then replace, keep in mind that, yeah, from I to, right, I to I plus k divided by 2 minus 1, that the first half is, we set it to 0, so you don't have to do any math. And then here, we just change it to the thing here. So that's basically the idea. There's also another way to do it with sliding window, right? Because you always have a fixed window of k. So you just go, okay, well, the next k, let's do the math. You shift, so forth. So you could do stuff like that. I didn't do it that way, so I don't know. I mean, honestly, just saying sliding window, you should be able to get it that way as well. Practice that. Or if you do it one way or the other, upsolve it the other way. I mean, I think you should be able to get it in a couple of minutes. Well, I don't know. With enough practice, I think it's not that bad. Anyway, yeah, this is clearly linear time, linear space, and that is all I have for this one. Let me know what you think about this one, and let me know if you profit from this problem. I don't know. I'm just going to say profit incorrectly the entire day now for no reason. I am very salty and maybe just tired. Anyway, and you could watch me solve it during the virtual contest now. Alright. Oh. Best time to buy and sell stock using strategy. I need to know that earlier this year when I lost a lot of money. Alright, anyway. Prices are buy. Given stock, I have day strategy trading action where -1 is buying 1 unit, 0 is holding. Okay. Seems reasonable. You're given an integer k where you make k and make what does k mean? Select exactly k consecutive strategy, a modification consists of select k of them, set the first k to hold, sell the last k to 1. Okay, I mean, it just seems like it's a sliding window prefix something, but it's a very awkwardly, yeah, just a very awkward one. So we'll see what happens if we don't have enough. What does that mean? This is so confusing though. Like there's no constraint on budget or stock ownership, so all buys and sell because of past actions. I mean, does that mean you could like short? Is that, I just want to make sure, because people don't usually do shorting on like, that's, I don't know. This is very confusing, frankly. But okay, so you may, right? You may, okay, so it's not a must. Okay, so let's just play the strategy once, right? How do you make a profit if you just buy? Oh, no, just selling. How do you make a profit selling? That's not a profit. That's just... Okay, I mean, I don't know that much about trading and stock strategy, but that's where things like this, like, you gotta get someone to audit this. I wonder if Alex Rice is like probably looking at this and like, these people are idiots. Well, maybe I do anyway. I look at this and think these people are silly. But in any case, okay. So it's not profit. It is just how much money you get, right? Huh. Okay, it's a little bit weird, but okay. Let's just say total is equal to 0. Then now we have for PS and SIP prices strategy. We want to say if we could just do even total is equal to we add it by P times S, and then we just return total. This is not it, obviously, we didn't do the modification, but we want to see that, okay, because then you -4, hold, and then +4, so that's 4, that's right? Okay, so I think that's roughly right, but then now we want to convert these to zero, the K thing, right? Okay, what does that look like? What does that look like? What do I want to do? I want to do a prefix sum, right? Probably, right? I mean, this is a very silly problem because it's profit is not. Okay, I mean, I already talked about it. Larry, shut up. It's fine. But I can't get over it. It's just silly. P times S actually, right? And then K means that yeah, for we just start at each one, right? Do we have to use all K? Exactly K. Okay, so that means that right? Is I minus K plus 1, I think, maybe. I think that's right, right? So then now, okay, yeah, that's why I did the prefix sum. I got a little confused, but we need a second prefix sum, which is without the strategy. Okay, yeah, prefix sum, and then prefix W for without the strategy. I don't know. Oh, and this is wrong. What am I doing? I am so flustered by the whole strategy thing. The shorting thing. Is that what? That's not. You don't make profit just by short. Like you owe someone a stock. In any case, okay. Maybe it is a profit if you just like run away with the money. I'm wasting too much time complaining. That's my problem with this one. Okay, and we want to return best, right? Best is equal to total, say. And then now we want to say, yeah. So here we want to say prefix of, we place 0 to K minus 1, right? Or I to I plus so then the total is going to be I plus K minus prefix of I. It's going to be the previous total, right? And now we replace it. The first K minus K divided by 2 is 0. So that means that we want to go from I plus K over 2. Is that inclusive? I think that's inclusive. To I plus K minus 1. So then replace is equal to, and you could do this with sliding window, honestly, but W of getting the index right is gonna it's a pain. I think that's right. Something like that, right? I'm not confident even if this is right. I mean, this is right, but I want to audit. So I want to do print I total minus place. So this should at least match this table that we have, right? So 4, 10, 4, 10, 4. So we're missing 1, so that's good because, or it's good that we caught it, right? So we're missing the first 4 and we're missing the 9 here, right? Because we would have been, oh, wait. Well, I mean, not changing is why this works. Yeah, but oh, the first one is original. Okay, so actually, no, we're right. I thought that this is modified the first one. I didn't look at the mod. Okay, so that means that this is right, or at least matches the thing. Hopefully, no silly mistakes. YOLO submit. Why does it take so long? Okay, good. An annoying problem, and it And I was very slow on it because it does not profit. 7 minutes. That's not profit. All right, sorry, friends. Also, it's 3:20 a.m. My neighbor's probably gonna complain that I was screaming. Sorry. Anyway, all right, Q2 XOR. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me in Discord. Let me know what you think about this problem, this contest, everything in between. Stay good, stay healthy to good mental health. I'll see y'all later and take care. Bye-bye.